Family vlogs are so fake, they make the mythical Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia seem about as real as this Batman cosplayer picking fights at a Canadian Comic-Con. Now, I know most people probably know what these things are, but just in case you're actually a sane person that's never found their way anywhere near one of these drama magnets, allow me to be the first to gently take you by the hand and introduce you to what's unfortunately one of the most problematic genres on the entire platform. Family vlogs typically center around a family and the various shenanigans they get up to in their day-to-day lives, like pranks they play on each other, vacations they travel on, or the times they give birth to another human being. Yeah, in these types of vlogs, the idea of boundaries is sort of treated like a breakaway banner. Doesn't matter if you're a mom taking their 5th pregnancy test or a 2-year-old just trying to enjoy their Saturday morning cartoons, chances are you're gonna have a camera shoved in your face to record it all. Because if it happens, it's content, baby. Especially if the content is a baby. There's more than a few problems that come with a genre like this, and honestly they could each warrant their own video. Like the fact that kids who star in these vlogs are growing up with absolutely no privacy. Or like the fact these parents are essentially exploiting their children without their consent to get views on videos. And these problems have been criticized so much that it's actually become something of a rite of passage for commentary channels to make a video or two on this topic at some point in their careers. But instead of talking about all the problems in one video, I'm just gonna take one piece of off-brand expired candy out of this deranged piñata of a genre and really relish the flavor. Its name, unsavory fakery. Because the content in a vast majority of these vlogs, it isn't real. Most family vlogs aren't much different than a play or a skit, and yet they're presented like they're not. Now, that's a problem, because if you look at the comments on those videos, you start to realize what kind of audience those millions upon millions of subscribers are actually made up of. Kids. Highly impressionable children who are being led to believe that what they're watching in these videos is real life. Considering they're the future of the human race and will one day inherit the earth, this kinda concerns me, because a world inspired by a family vlog would be apocalyptic.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria!
Let's sink our teeth into a genre that's so mind-numbingly fake, it makes videos of idiots crashing their cars seem like a PBS documentary in comparison. The first point I want to make is that the people in these vlogs really ham up their personalities and their lifestyle. Like, a lot. Hamming it up means to over-exaggerate or overdo something, particularly when on camera. It adds a little extra energy to things and makes what's going on a little more interesting to watch. Heck, I'm even kind of doing it right now for this video. See, if I talked and acted like I was giving a presentation all the time in public, I'm pretty sure people in white coats would come and take me away again. My point is that a little hamminess is to be expected in YouTube videos, but these family vlogs, they break the frickin' scales. Everyone is so over-the-top enthusiastic.
Welcome to the house tour!
My dad and I love eating fast food.
So we bought the world's largest balloon and we're about to pop it with this bow and arrow.
They're like if those frosted sugar cookies from Walmart were given a human host to possess. And in the case of the most popular channels, this is done against a backdrop of jaw-dropping amounts of wealth. It's all stuff that's just there to get clicks, increase retention, and feed the YouTube algorithm. But in the process, an idea about what a happy family is supposed to be like is created that's not only unrealistic, it's unattainable. No one can have all this energy all the time. No one can be this happy all the time. It's not physically or psychologically possible. And not everyone can have the nauseating levels of wealth that the most popular family vloggers fling around like London Tipton does $100 bills. To help illustrate my point, let's take a look at the royalty family. They're a pretty heavy hitter in the community with over 20 million subscribers. They're almost like an influencer's influencer, considering other channels rip off their thumbnails like all the time. They got about as many many videos is Donald Trump has felony charges against him. But one video I think is great to pick apart is their Christmas special titled Opening My Dream Christmas Presents. I'll play you the first few seconds.
We have a tradition of opening Christmas presents together as a family.
And this year, the presents are gonna be extra special.
All right, should we go get the kids?
Let's do it because I'm so excited.
So right out of the gate, we got two parents with Tigger's level of energy standing in front of ski slopes of Christmas presents in a living room that's about the size of a small aircraft hangar and decorated to look like an IKEA Christmas catalog. They got a gingerbread figure the size of their smallest kid just stuck in the corner. No one's ever gonna look in that corner, and they got a $200 decoration stashed in it just to fill the empty space. The kids are waiting in a movie theater, for Christ's sake. Now the parents aren't the only ones with enough energy coursing through their veins to light the city of Seattle for 5 or 6 seconds all on their own. The kids are 100% on board too.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
This continues through the entire video, through practically every gift that's opened. And as you watch more of the channel's videos, you start to realize that this is basically the case for every one they make. Let's take a look at My Dad Surprised Me with a Dream Vacation. And same as before, let me play you the first few seconds of things.
Today, I'm gonna be surprising my family with a dream vacation. But we got one little problem. These two cannot decide where they wanna go.
I want to go to the snow, please. I want to go snowboarding.
Ron wants to go to the snow. Andrea wants to go somewhere on the beach. How are we gonna resolve this?
Get out your bingo cards, kiddos. Let's see what we got here. Over-the-top enthusiasm, check. Unreal amounts of energy, check. Annoying rich people problems, oh boy. Let's talk about this one for a sec. How out of touch do you have to be to refer to a destination as the snow? It's like they're projecting that they're so rich, it all just blurs together for them. That only the most basic features stick out in their memories because they got the power to go anywhere. The Swiss Alps, the snow drifts outside Dollar Tree. Is there a difference? Children who watch this will get the impression that an exotic vacation is just something that anyone can have. That all the toys, cars, and fancy houses the royalty family flaunts are about as commonplace as Chiquita bananas. But that's just not the case. Studies show that more than half of American families live paycheck to paycheck. More than half admit they don't have an emergency savings fund. That'll impact things in kids like self-worth, confidence, overall happiness. My dad can't buy me a Lamborghini for my birthday, so I must be shit. And even if all the kids watching these videos did achieve the materialistic levels of the royalty family, it's not sustainable. Studies also show that if everyone on Earth lived like Americans, we would need 5 Earths to meet the needs. And that's just Americans. Imagine if everyone lived like the royalty family. It's not possible. And these creators are creating a generation who are going to grow up wanting it. But handing things up does more than just create a false sense of what's attainable for the average family. It can actually teach kids to react in the worst possible way when confronted with a serious, life-threatening situation. In a world where scientists have the doomsday clock set at 90 seconds to midnight, where climate change and Vladimir Putin seem poised to make the world a lot worse than it would be without them, I'll sleep so much better knowing that little 7-year-olds the world over are learning how to confront the challenges of tomorrow from survival experts like the Trench family. Specifically, I want to look at a video where they claim to survive a tornado. They don't, by the way. There's no tornadoes in the video whatsoever. It's just like a thunderstorm. But from the way the Trench family reacts to everything, you'd think it was the end of times. You'd think Taylor Swift had just announced her retirement or something. And this is their guide on how to handle the situation. Lesson number 1. Freak out over how vulnerable you are.
Look at these windows. Those windows up there, upstairs is full of windows.
Oh, we have windows on the top, I forgot.
Well,
Lesson number 2, gather critical supplies like Pop-Tarts and Chef Boyardee.
my girl is making sure we eat because Raisa gonna make sure she eats. I feel like this is more so for her. Look, she grabbing Pop-Tarts. Like, damn, babe, can we go grab like blankets?
Lesson number 3, stoke the embers of terror by reading aloud frightening messages in front of the children.
Julia just texted me.
What happened?
She's literally driving while this is all happening. I had to pull over. I'm almost sure I was just in a tornado. I had a whole anxiety attack. I've never witnessed weather this bad, not even a hurricane. I'm terrified of tornadoes, like that's my worst fear.
It's all stuff that's played up for the camera, because panic, fear, and chaos happen to be the ingredients for how to create a sense of drama in the story, thereby increasing retention and, of course, viewership. In reality, panic, fear, chaos, those are the ingredients for how to become last in your family lineage. It's why in World War II the British Army created those war propaganda posters that said keep calm and carry on, because if they didn't, they'd die. But the Trench family seems like a group Charles Darwin himself would vote in favor of compared to the Anazala family. The good news is that these family vloggers don't hop on the whole tornado survival trend like so many other vloggers do. Seriously, it's like a whole subgenre. Hurricanes are more their speed. Lesson number 1. Wait until the last minute to run to the store in a panic to get emergency supplies.
It's closed. No, I think it's going in or going out? It's 10 p.m. So Alan got us a list, apparently, of all the things that we need for a hurricane emergency.
Okay, so non-perishable food, so like cans.
I just love, by the way, how totally not comprehensive that list is. Plenty of water, a first aid kit, a phone charger. How many of each? Just eyeball it. It's like they know that if you're reading that kind of a list, you're probably not going to survive that long anyway. Lesson number 2, defy the storm to save what you love and cherish the most. You know, like your garbage cans.
Oh my goodness, it's getting worse.
Buddy!
Hurry, get the black bin.
Can you open the garage for me?
But of all the family vloggers facing extreme circumstances, my personal favorite is the Beast family. Because when confronted by someone who may be a stalker, not confirmed to be a stalker, but who may be a stalker, more than likely an actor they hired to stand across the street, the father of the family decides to do the only natural thing and charge them.
Bro, what's going on?
What a safe and responsible way to handle the situation. There's no way that could result in injury, lawsuits, or even death. Again, my fear is that children who aspire to be like these creators will act in the same stupid ways when confronted with something similar in their lives. Because all of them, even the Beast family, who so clearly staged the stalker incident, like when they go home, the stalker's in their home, and the whole vlog leaves off on a cliffhanger, they all present these events that are happening in these videos as real. There's no disclaimer, there's no note, the video's it's just there. But the worrisome, even bizarre behaviors these family vloggers exhibit to play things up for views isn't just limited to survival situations. Oh no. These channels also provide a blueprint for how to be as annoying as hell to regular people in everyday life. Let's take a quick look back at my favorite family vlog squad, the Royalty family, truly the king of the genre in that it epitomizes its faults in every way possible. They made a prank video, and I use the word prank very loosely here because all the kid's trying to do is build a little 7-Eleven in his bedroom, complete with snacks, freezers, light-up signs, and uniforms. It's more like an inspiring tale of a young entrepreneur opening his own independent business establishment inside the confines of his parents' home. But as the kid's shopping for merchandise to stock his shelves, the way he puts it in the cart would be enough for me to pivot on my heel and make a beeline for the Walmart across the street. I'm a little shocked you can even find a way to make putting things in a shopping cart as repellent as broccoli haircuts, but here we are.
Life, finds a way.
Yo, bro, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
We need some hot fries too.
Sheesh, my guy.
Strawberry watermelon. Is that back 3?
I'm pretty sure he just crushed every single bag of chips he had in there. They're gone now.
Reduced to atoms.
I really feel bad for that lady in the background who's probably just there to buy some vitamin water, but since they're trying to do trick shots to make things interesting, she's gotta wait an extra 15 minutes for them to do all their takes before they'll move. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't believe me when I said children watch these videos,
Are you from? I'm from
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What's up?
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good. I'm your #1 fan, bro.
Really?
what the Royalty family is doing here though is only mildly annoying compared to the Farrah family, who is not afraid to push boundaries boundaries. These guys crank things up a notch by playing a little prank in which they pretend to come home drunk, thereby desecrating their parents' Muslim faith because the Quran explicitly forbids drinking.
Are you drunk? What are you doing, Nader? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't touch your root beer, bro. You gotta pay for it.
Off my way.
Now look, it's fake. At the 6:58 mark, the father looks directly into the camera, okay? But let me tell you, not everyone's gonna catch that, and families that aren't in on the joke aren't gonna be as forgiving. Kids, your parents work long hours. They have to put up with a lot. The last thing they need at the end of the day is for their kid pretending they're drunk as a skunk, Muslim or not. Save the drinking games for college. There will be plenty of water there. The award for the most annoying family vlogger, however, must undoubtedly go to the Lion family. They're not afraid to traumatize people or wastefully divert resources for the sake of making an enticing video. What do I mean by that? Well, they're bold enough to travel all the way to Disney World and walk around telling people that they've lost their baby.
Where's the baby car? Where's Kyle? Excuse me, have you seen our baby anywhere?
Baby?
Yeah. Babe, this is my worst nightmare. Have you guys seen our baby? Have you guys seen our baby? No one knows, bro, what our baby looks like. Have you guys seen our baby?
All those people together, clustered, sometimes in long lines, the hot sun beating down from the sky above, the horror of costume performers on every street corner, and you're gonna go around telling people that you've lost your child just to get attention for a YouTube video. You wanna know why that's dumb? Because it turns out the baby was with Uncle Alex all along, safe and sound. How convenient. But to the other visitors and even this park employee who was ready to call security, this was a real situation that they were legitimately prepared to help out with, potentially taking security officers away from a situation that actually requires them to be there. What if a ride broke down? What if a child really was lost? Well, thanks to folks like the Lion family, they'd have better luck praying to the mouse deity Mickey Mouse himself for peace and guidance in their trying times. So yeah, that's family vloggers for you. It's the appendix of YouTube. Could function perfectly fine without it. But if there's one thing that I can say that's positive about this corrupt and awful genre, let it be this. If there are advanced extraterrestrials out there and they want to invade and they're intercepting our signals to study our weaknesses, these videos may save us. They'll think that all they'll need to do to scare us into a frenzy is whip up some wind, splash a little rain, and deprive us of Chef Boyardee and Pop-Tarts. Because in a time of crisis, that's what a mother got from the pantry to feed her children. Now, if you'll excuse me, after talking about all this fakery, I'm gonna go and take my self-prescribed medication, live streaming my own life, unfiltered, unedited, for 30 days, for the whole world to see. No skits, no pranks, just pure, raw, unadulterated mundanity. Because I don't know about you, but I could do with a little dose of reality.